हरिः ओम् नमः सर्वेभ्यः। अद्य भाषाप्रवेशस्य प्रथमभागस्य पञ्चदशी कक्षार्थं सर्वेषां स्वागतम्। एकवारं गतकक्ष्यायाः पुनस्मरणं। गतकक्ष्यायां विशेष्यभावं वयं पठितवन्तः. So we have studied the adjectives in Sanskrit in the last session. Like any word, if you want to give additional meaning or additional properties of that noun, if you want to define, we generally use adjectives. And the way we use adjectives in Sanskrit is it should have the same vibhakti, vachanam and lingam of as that of the noun. So that's what we have seen in the last. So that means when you say vibhakti of for example balakaha asundaraha or uttamaha balakaha gacchati. Similarly aham uttamam balakam pashyami, uttamasya balakasya pustakam asti. So in all these cases, as per the vibhakti of the noun, the adjective vibhakti is also changed. Like uttamaha balakaha, uttamam balakam, uttamasya balakasya. And similarly, it also will change as per the vachanam. For example, balakaha gacchati, uttamaha balakaha gacchati, uttamau balakau gacchataha, uttamaha balakaha gacchanti. And similarly with shashti vibhakti, उत्तमस्य बालकस्य पुस्तकानि सन्ति, उत्तमयोः बालकयोः पुस्तकानि सन्ति, उत्तमानां बालकानां पुस्तकानि सन्ति. We have seen this. And similarly as per the gender, again uttama shabda would vary. In masculine it is uttama as a pratipadikam, so it will be uttamaha. In feminine it is uttama as a pratipadikam, so it will be uttama. And in neuter it is uttama as a pratipadikam, the form would be uttamam. So example again, uttamaha balakaha, uttama balika and uttamam pustakam. Okay, uttamaha devalayaha, uttama petika or pariksha or uttamam pushpam. So this is the way based on the gender and number and vibhakti, the case ending, it would vary. So all we need to remember is the vibhakti vachanam lingam would be same as that of the noun for adjectives. Okay, so we have seen similar things, and we have also covered a few common mistakes which we have done in the exercise 11 that we could have either avoided, maybe we could have done it better. That's what we have seen few examples, and we understood what are those mistakes. So that was the last session we had. And so example again, balakaha balika bala amitram. So we have taken uttama and chatura and eka, and uttamaha uttama uttamam, chaturaha chatura chaturam. And for eka it will be ekaha eka ekam. But for ekam, eka shabda is a special shabda, so it will not have the corresponding dvivachana and bahuvachana forms. And similarly, this is what we call it as visheshana visheshya bhavaha. And next similarly we have seen for tat, etat and kim. Okay, and that's about the visheshana visheshya bhava. And the common mistakes we have covered few of them in the exercise 11 in the last session. And there are few more things I have listed down. I wanted to discuss in the last session itself, but because of the time we could not discuss. I will spend maybe 10 minutes around this. We'll just see those remaining sentences, and then we'll move on to today's session. So here again we'll take the first one, melanasya tippani asti. Okay, this is a sentence I got. So the intention of this sentence is the notes or the minutes of meeting is there. That's what it means actually, right? The notes of the meeting is there. But here tippani, why it is used in ditya vibhakti, that's the problem, and that's a mistake here. So balakaha asti, balika asti, pustakam asti or pariksha asti. In all these places we use prathama for with asti. If something is there, for that object or person we always use prathama vibhakti in either in any one of the vachanams. But similarly here it's again a tippani asti, but not tippani asti. Okay, tippani is again similar case, it will be a Prathama Vibhakti here. So that's a mistake here. And next sentence, Nadinam Anyatra Asti. Okay. Again, the translation given for this sentence is rivers are somewhere else actually. The rivers are somewhere else. That's a translation given. That means many rivers are somewhere else, not here or there. But why again Shashti here? Okay. See again, Nadi Asti, Nadyau Staha, Nadyaha Santi, right? If Asti Saha Santi comes, we must be using Prathama Vibhakti. But here Shashti is used. Okay, that's again a wrong one. But actually, if you see the sentence Nadinam Anyatra Asti, the actual meaning would be some object which belongs to all nadis, it exists somewhere else. That's the meaning it gives actually. Okay, that's some object. What is that? What is that? Some object is missed in the sentence. So maybe you can say Nadinam Jalam Anyatra Asti. That's a perfect sentence. But Nadinam Anyatra Asti is not a perfect sentence. Nadinam, what is of that rivers actually exist or somewhere else? It's completely not a. It's a incomplete sentence actually. So either it should be Nadinam Jalam Anyatra Asti or maybe Nadyaha Anyatra Santi. Right? So one of them would be the right answer for this. And similarly, the next one is Matrauhu Samyak Gayataha. Okay, I'm not sure from where this particular form is taken, like a Matrauhu. Even if it is a Dvivachanam, if it goes with Akaranta Shabda like Ramaha, Ramo, Ramaha, so there's still Ramo is a form, but we don't really use Visarga anywhere. Okay, this is something like we randomly pick words and we don't actually pay much attention to the word endings actually. So we just wanted to make some sentence, we are making it. That's what I felt. But Matrauhu Samyak Gayataha, Matrauhu is not a word at all. Okay. And I think translation given here is two mothers sing well. I think that's what the translation is given. So when you say again, Gayati, Gayataha, Gayanti, or Gachati, Gachataha, Gachanti, in all those places again we need to use Prathama Vibhakti, not something else. I think it's actually part of the Sashti Vibhakti exercise. So I'm assuming they tried to use Sashti Vibhakti, but it went in a wrong form. Okay, so for Gayati, Gayataha, Gayanti, it must be the Prathama Vibhakti actually. Right? So for example, Matru is a Pratipadikam. So Prathama Bhakti Dvivachana form would be Matarau, right? So Matarau Samyak Gayataha is the right sentence. Okay, or if you want to use Dvivachana Sashti form, that is Matuhu, Matroho, that's a form actually, it's not Matrauhu. Okay, so it will be Matroho is the right form. So in that case, if you want to put it in a sentence again, maybe you can say Matroho Putriyau Samyak Gayataha. Okay, Matroho Putriyau Samyak Gayataha. The two daughters of these two mothers, they sing well. Okay, that's the way we need to put, but it's not just like putting some random words, because it is important that when we perform any exercise, we actually improve ourselves. That's important. And next is again Balakasya Pathashalam Gachati. Okay, this is again one more sentence. So Balakasya means of boy or boys, boy and apostrophe s, boys. Boys Pathashalam Gachati. The school, somebody goes to the school of the boy. That's what the meaning is expressed by this sentence. Okay, so somebody goes, somebody or some object goes to the school of the boy. But the translation given is boy goes to school. Okay, when boy goes, boy should be in Prathama Bhakti. So whenever he does any action, like he goes or does, or he eats or he tells, that he should be in the Prathama Bhakti. Okay, so again here you can either say it like maybe Mitram Balakasya Pathashalam Gachati, friend goes to the school of the boy, or you can say Balakaha Pathashalam Gachati. Okay, but it is again, if you see, this is completely not eligible answer for this exercise at all. This exercise is meant for Sashti Vibhakti. Just because we need to use Sashti Vibhakti, we have taken some sentence like Balakaha Patashalam Gachati and replaced Balakaha with Sashti form. That is wrong. Okay, I think it's always good you understand the meaning and then you derive or create or make sentences. Okay, the next example is Parvatyaha Pati Shankaraha. Okay, I think you might immediately find what is a mistake here. Pati is not the right form. Patihi is the right form, first thing. And the second thing is Parvatyaha. So this is the, as I think we discussed in the last session, especially in the Ikaranta Srilinga Shabdas, the Bahuvachana Pratama Bhakti Bahuvachana form and as well as Sashti Vibhakti Ekavachana form will have very minor difference, like only one Akara or Akara, that makes a big difference there. Okay, Parvatyaha is the Pratama Bhakti Bahuvachana form and Parvatyaha is the Pratama Bhakti Ekavachana form. Okay, so it should be Parvatyaha Patihi Shankaraha. Okay, so again, these mistakes would happen if you are not actually reading the sentences in louder. If you read the sentences with proper pronunciation like Parvatyaha, Parvatyaha, then accordingly you can actually write the same thing in your, when you're writing also same thing you can express actually. So the right sentence is Parvatyaha Patihi Shankaraha. Okay, this is why I always insist that you always read the sentences louder. Okay, and that gives can avoid all these spelling mistakes. And next one is Chatrayoho Vidyalayam Atra Asti. So the meaning given here is the school of two students is here. Okay, the problem or the mistake here is Vidyalayam. The Vidyalaya is a Pratipadikam, that's a masculine Pratipadikam. So if you are using it, it should be Vidyalayaha Atra Asti. So Chatrayoho Vidyalayaha Atra Asti. Okay. So are you able to hear the audio properly? Okay. Okay, fine. Because I see some comments that you're not able to hear audio. That's fine. Okay. Yeah, the next example we'll see. Aham matrunam pushpani dadami. Okay, so here the meaning given in the exercise is I give flowers to mothers. Okay, that's the meaning given. But if you see matrunam, it doesn't give, the Sashti Vibhakti does not mean something to. It means half or belongs to. Okay, it is like a mothers of mothers. That's what it means actually. It doesn't give meaning like two mothers. Okay, Sashti form in that particular meaning is wrong here. So it will be like aham matrunam pushpani dadami. But actual here the sentence is correct, but the problem is with the translation. So it should have been aham matrunam pushpani dadami means I give flowers of mothers to somebody else. Okay, not to mothers actually. Okay, I give flowers of mothers to somebody else. That's what it means. Okay, aham matrunam pushpani dadami. And one more thing is again pushpani will have the nattum. I missed it actually, sorry. So that's again another minor mistake, we can correct it. And the next thing is Sishyasya Guru Atra Asti. Okay, it's again I repeat multiple times. Always the word endings are very important. Guru will not actually make any meaning here. Even though it's a right Pratipadikam in Sanskrit, but still the Pratipadikams are not eligible to be used in sentences. So it must be properly attached with the right suffix as per the Vibhakti we are trying to express. Okay, when you just say, when you use just pratipadikam like guru, it can mean all the vibhakti meanings. Like it may be guruhu, or it may be gurum, or it can be guroho, or guruvoho, or gurunam. It can be anything. Okay, just pratipadikam usage is not right at all in any sentence. Okay, so it's just a minor mistake, visarga, but it actually spoils entire sentence actually. Even if you miss a simple visarga, that's because when you read it, you might be reading like Sishyasya Guru Atra Asti. We might not actually pay much attention to the visarga pronunciation. But when you, as a beginner, when you read it till the visarga, Sishyasya Guruhu Atra Asti, if you give enough space, enough gap and visarga pronunciation, then while writing also you will get the same thing. Okay, the next one, Mam Janmasthanam Vrindavanam Asti. So it's all good. Only thing is the first, it should be mama. Okay, but yeah, it should not be like mum. It's not. It's a mama is the right form actually. So mama Janmasthanam Vrindavanam Asti. Okay, the next one, Nalinya Satika Varnaha Raktaha. Okay. So generally, if you see only this sentence alone, we can guess the meaning, but we will not really know what is the meaning the writer intends to write. Okay, that's why I always ask in the exercises, give the English meaning. So at least I understand, okay, this is the meaning you are trying to express with this sentence. Then I can see whether the sentence is correct or not for that meaning. So again here, Nalinya Satika Varnaha Raktaha. So some Satika, I think it is Shatika Varnaha. Again, Shatika Varnaha is not right. Actually, Shatika should have been in Sashti. So Shatikayaha Varnaha Raktaha. Again, Nalini is the name. So Nalini's saree's color is red. So that's the meaning is expected here. So it will be Nalinyaha Shatikayaha Varnaha Raktaha. So that is actually the right usage here. Again, Nalinya, the visarga is dropped, and the Shatika, there's a Sakara Shakara problem. Plus, again, there is no, it's again not a proper word actually. So Shatikayaha is the right word with a proper case ending. And next one, Chatrayav. Okay, Chatrayauhu Samskrutam Padanti. Okay. I understand that there are few of you are new to the script. You might have trouble in writing the right script, but at least the mistakes like Chatrayauhu should have been avoided if you would have gone through the previous sessions. Even I really don't know what the meaning is intended here, but I'm just guessing. Okay, I don't know what's the meaning actually here expected, but I'll give you the right answer here. Chatrau Samskrutam Patataha is the right form. Okay, see here the problem is again, even if I take this as a Patanti, and I am presuming this is a kind of a Dvivachana form. So I'm not sure how you can use Bahuvachana form along with Dvivachanam. Like a Chatrau Patanti is a wrong form, wrong usage. So Chatrau Patataha is the right form. So this is again a previous lesson. It's not at all related to Sashti Vibhakti form or Sashti Vibhakti exercise. And Chatrayauhu is again a completely wrong form, something similar to Matrauhu. That's again a wrong, right? So actually right form is Chatrau Samskrutam Patataha is the right one. And next is Pustakayoho Molyam Adhikam Staha. Okay. So far good. Actually, Pustakayoho Molyam Adhikam, till there it is correct. But Staha is where the problem exists. Okay, the intention of this sentence is the price or the cost of the two books is high. Okay, and here the verb asti, staha, santi, or gachati, gachata, gachanti, or anything that should follow the subject. Okay, but not the related words to the subject. So here actually we are saying mulyam is high. Okay, so in that case the verb should actually follow the mulyam. So mulyam is in ekavachanam, verb should also be in ekavachanam. Okay, it doesn't mean that where the mulyam is of single object or two objects or multiple objects. Okay, so even in English we say like the cost of the books is high. We always use is, not cost of books are high. No, that is not correct. Right, so that's a minor mistake, but it's important to know here. So pustakayoho mulyam adhikam asti. Okay, I think that's about all the common mistakes which we wanted to discuss in the last class on exercise 11. So if there are any questions on this, maybe we can take for 5 more minutes and we'll move on to the next topic. Yeah, before I just take the Q&A, so many of the places I see the wrong usage of the vibhaktis. Actually, example, Melanese Tippani Masti and Nadinam Anyatra Asti and all these. Actually, it's all completely wrong vibhakti usages. Actually, the only thing is when you try to frame any sentence, you try to every vibhakti has its own meaning. For example, if you take Sashti, it means of or belongs to. Okay, when you make a sentence, you try to see whether you really need that particular meaning on your sentence. Only then you use that particular vibhakti. Or for your sentence, for that specific meaning, what is the right vibhakti to use? Okay, that's the analysis we need to do. For example, Nadinam, okay, if you say water of all the rivers exists somewhere else, if this is the meaning, of rivers is a kind of a Sashti meaning. So there, in that case, for river shabda, we can actually use Sashti form. Okay, but if you are saying rivers are somewhere else, there is no actually meaning of or belongs to. Okay, so in that case, we cannot use Sashti form there. So it should be Nadyaha Anyatra Santi. Okay, that's the way you can actually see whether the meaning which you are trying to express, whether that needs that specific vibhakti meaning or not. Okay, that's one way you can actually, if you do that exercise, you could have avoided few of these mistakes actually.
Sir, in the third one, Matarau Samyakam Gayataha is written. It should be Matarau Samyak Gayataha, right, sir?
Yeah, right. No. It's again my
Two mothers.
It's a Samyak.
Okay.
Yeah, that's correct actually. Yeah, Matarau Samyak Gayataha, right. Maybe even when I was telling this exercise, I would have called out as Samyak only. Maybe it's a typing mistake.
I missed it.
Yeah, I think that's about today's session. There are no more questions here. So we'll end the session and we will come prepared for the tomorrow's session. Yeah. Thank you all. Dhanyavada. Let us meet tomorrow.